Alright, what's up guys? It's Verified Weeb here, and today it's another podcast. This time it's going to be on a more serious note, and going to be covering some more, topics that are really important to us, like, right now. And I have a few guests here, if you guys mind to introduce yourselves.
I'm that guy with the blue hair.
God damn it, Will. That's
Alright,
not
yeah, my name is Will. I'm a junior. Very nice.
Alright, thank you. Next.
Kevin.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm Kevin. I'm also a junior.
And I'm Lou. I'm a sophomore, but I'm supposed to be a junior. I got held back because I'm retarded.
Basically, that's relevant. Anyway, we're going to be talking about a lot of school-related stuff, and then also we'll delve into a little bit of politics later into the podcast. But to start things off, we're going to go on a little lighter note with, should schools have uniforms or not? And tell me why.
Nah.
No.
No? Okay, Lou, no, you say nah. Why?
Well, like what benefit does really bring, right?
Well,
it's not more of like I'm against them.
Well, there have been studies that show that students get better grades when they have uniforms, actually.
Well, okay,
Well, is
sure.
it correlation?
Given
It's
what?
an actual correlation. Because there could be different attributes between a uniform wearing school and a non-uniform wearing school.
Mm-hmm.
Because like schools with a uniform.
I mean,
Alright, well-
think of it this way. Think of it this way. Would Will get better grades if he was wearing a uniform or not?
Okay, well,
My
that's...
point made. My point made.
The other thing is, look, uniforms can also keep a standard at the school. You know what I mean? It's another level of, like, how do you describe it? Like,
Professionalism?
yeah, we can call it that, yeah, and order in general.
So how would you do without being able to wear your Ahigawa sweatshirt?
I mean, I don't get to decide that. I'm gonna go to school either way.
Fair enough. No, it's just
But, speaking of that, it kind of restricts like your freedom of expression, though.
that's what I thought at first.
Freedom of
Yeah.
expression. I mean, it's not like you're necessarily, like, losing... Well, define that. Let's expand into that a little bit.
Well, I'd say clothing is part of your identity, right? Some
Yeah.
people might take it more seriously than others, but I think it's all part of our identity. And like by taking that away, we're kind of like stripping that of students, making
Mhm.
everyone look the same. And I don't know.
Same thing with stormtroopers. You make everyone look the same. You don't give them any like.
I don't know about stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one, but...
Will, come on.
It can... Uniforms...
like-
We can also talk about how uniforms, like, may reduce bullying based on clothes and stuff like that. Okay, a study by the University of Houston found that elementary school girls' language test scores increased by about 3% after uniforms were introduced.
Wow, 3%.
3%? Is that
Wait,
really?
I mean,
is
that's
that
not...
really anything to
That-
say about that?
That's not a massive increase, and I mean, of course, I don't know the data. Like, I don't know like everything about this. This experiment. It could be. Are they different schools? Are we talking about the same school? What's happening? It could be. Like different times of the year with different tests, different units. It's not exactly the most accurate, but it's something that's come up. Time as time has gone on.
Like, it's a topic for discussion.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Dress code.
We survived middle school.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
Hear me
but
out.
we're actually quite privileged. Like 30% of schools have to wear uniforms anyway, or have a dress code at least.
Let me put it to you. The dress code for men, if it's 1 page long, the dress code for women is 10 pages long. Well, that's not fair.
Dude.
Yes,
It's
yes.
called sexualization.
I mean, Lou, is it really not? Because there's okay. To be honest,
Okay.
women clothing have so much more variety than men clothing do. Okay,
Mhm.
you don't see a dude wearing a crop top,
Never.
and like, I don't think it's gonna be in part of the like boys like dress code as no boy shall wear a crop top.
decide as a collective unit whether we think uniforms should be necessary. So let's go around again. So what do you guys think again?
No.
On uniform.
On uniforms.
Like, now that we actually actively speak about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of. I wouldn't say I'm on the fence because there's nothing to be on the fence about,
Mm-hmm.
but like I see benefits to both sides.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
There's definitely nuance in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely like a gray area that it's just like that thing, for example, where I'm gonna take an example like when I used to say, oh, I fuck with Japan heavy when I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the gray area. We
Right.
can't say, oh, I don't fuck with wearing uniforms when I've never worn one a single day in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Right,
that's-
right. That's another very good point that you bring up. Actually, we don't have any experience doing it, so we
I have
no
zero.
clue what it's like.
I have zero like what.
Not even in
what's that?
France?
In France, absolutely not. No, I left France when I was 3, and when I was in 3rd grade. And in France, no one has to wear uniforms. People go out in France during lunch break, smoke a fucking cigarette, come back.
Okay, well, wait, don't you guys have where you can go home and eat lunch?
Yeah, because their lunches are 2 hours long.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell, dude?
But school
Well,
ends a lot
we
later.
end
You
at
have to
4:30.
know.
We end at,
Yeah, exactly.
school ends at
School ends
4:30.
later, so.
Oh, okay then.
We agree that like there shouldn't be like a dress code, right? Generally, because it's not that great. But like
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there should be like a. I feel like.
Well, there's always. I mean, Lou, you can argue that there's always a dress code because you can't show up to school naked.
I was about to
but,
say
like, I
dress
just wanna
code
say,
should be
like,
restricted
at
to.
what point should someone get punished for wearing something that's just wholly inappropriate?
Well, at that point, when they're wearing something that's wholly inappropriate. Exactly at that point, I think.
But what if a dude wears like really low pants that like start like showing his like I don't know like crotch or something? You can see his like pubic hair or some shit. Like,
All right,
disgusting
listen.
shit like that.
I'm gonna stop you right
Dude.
there. I'm gonna stop you. Right there.
What?
I mean, technically, all his parts are covered. I mean, but it's still fucked up. And
I
really
ain't trying to see no pubic hair.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see pubic hair, bro.
yeah. So that's why we should
Like
have.
imagine you walk into math class, you look at your seat, and there's a fucking.
Oh, don't stop! No, please, why?
And then you see the dude who was just there walk out, and you see that half his dick and balls are showing, and you're like,
Yeah,
holy shit.
that's the problem, bro. If
Oh.
we don't have a dress code at all, then shit like that becomes
No.
normal.
Well, that's actually allowed at our school. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you could show up to school like that and you'd be fine.
You're smoking.
Sure.
I'm looking it up.
Dude, we don't have a dress code. And, I mean, like, what are they gonna do?
Student handbook.
There's no dress code. There's literally no dress code.
We have a student.
F3 dress code.
We do have a student handbook. What the fuck?
Of course you have a student
Dude,
handbook.
there is no dress code.
I told you, there's literally no dress code.
The hell?
According to the rules, or as far as we know, someone dude can literally go and show
Yeah.
his pubic hair off to the world.
Yes,
And-
yes.
Okay, so then, now that I've heard that, this is my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a dress code should be restricted to common sense.
Okay. What's common
That's
sense?
yeah. That's kind of you know.
Is it common
Like
sense
that-
for you to show up?
Look. My common sense compared to Will's common sense is very different. Okay.
That is true.
Like a teacher can like really fucking hate like a girl who goes to her class, right? And she can be like, oh, you know what, this girl's dressing like a fucking thought, dude, and she can get the girl suspended, even if like a totally rational teacher would have done absolutely nothing.
Right.
So like when you leave these rules up to like someone's interpretation, like to this extent,
Mhm.
it leaves a lot of room for abuse.
Right. Okay.
I see.
All right. Well, let's bring it back to the original question: should schools have uniforms or not, or should uniforms be mandatory or not?
No, I still don't.
Still no, Lou.
Yeah, it's still no.
Still no, Kevin.
Yeah. No.
No. All right. So no from all of us. All right. Let's move on to something more relatable, or not relatable, but something probably easier for us to talk about since it is about us. But let's reflect on our past years of high school. I want to hear how it went for you guys. You know, from freshman year and on.
Not gonna lie, it was pretty bad. Oh wait, are we starting with me?
Sure, just go for it, dude.
Go for it.
Okay, so middle school. Okay, so I guess I can like I will go further down into elementary school. I guess.
No, no, no,
So,
no, 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 no. High school.
Okay,
High
okay,
school.
we're not going down
Let's
the
keep it to
road.
high school.
okay, fine. So
We ain't trying to hear your life
I
story,
was
bro.
still a SED back then in ninth grade. You know, like I got like a couple C's and an A in math class. Um, I got a C minus in Bio H in both like semesters. Even though now that I look back at it, Bio H was pretty easy.
It's so
And
easy, dude. I looked at it. It's hilarious.
there was no
I wish you harder than Ken.
You're trolling,
Why?
dude.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Pretty fun until like I don't know, like after like the first semester of team like was pretty fun with like Yosemite, and then after that it just went down to shit.
Can I ask a question for the viewers real quick? Can you like explain what team is for people who don't know?
Together, we achieve more. So basically, it's a program for freshmen to do it's basically you know everyone in the class, and like you stick together, or like and like you go on field trips, I guess.
Oh, so
Well,
is it
would
like
you say that
is
teamwork
it like
worked?
a group of students that you guys stay with for like the entire year?
Yeah,
Oh,
team, very nice. Surprisingly, I got an A. I got an A in that. This is the only year in which I got an A in math. Surprisingly, in algebra 1, A. Just this is, like from there on, like, it would all go downhill. I would say in terms of grades and in terms of motivation. So like
I think there's a pretty big difficulty gap between 1A and Geo because 1A is also taught in middle schools. I think it's
Yeah.
more of like a middle school curriculum than a high school.
Right.
yeah, I was taught a algebra 1 in 8th grade actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So right now I'm a year behind in math, even though
Oh, they're behind. There's so many different tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
you know, I'm basically a year behind.
Like as much as I would say it 100% doesn't matter, it kind of does matter, but not really at the same time.
Nah, it does matter.
Well, I mean, that all ties into what you want to major in and stuff, and what school you want to go to.
Yeah,
I think
and
math is very important for like an overall like application because like regardless of what major you choose, even if it's more of a soft major, you still need to use pretty advanced math. Like, I mean, basically, our world is built out of
Yeah.
mathematics, right? And like, so like, except like maybe if you're doing like African studies or like something like
African
really
studies.
culturally, like culturally invested, I think you're going to be using math and like taking calculus in college and everything.
honestly, in my opinion, the math department like kind of like in their way of dealing with like the different paths. Like I think they're like what's the word? Fuck.
Suck.
Sure, they suck at trying to like get people to like achieve high feats.
Could you elaborate on that? Because I mean, don't they offer like bridge courses over the summer, every summer?
No, they only bridge geo and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
what
right
I
about
heard
that
as
one.
well.
There. Yeah.
So if you fail geo, in which I had a lot of friends who failed that geo bridge course, because literally I don't know what I even failed that geo bridge course. You're kind of fucked.
You can still skip pre-chem,
No.
I believe.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
almost did.
I don't know. I don't think. No. They're pretty strict about it. No.
Dude,
Like
I was about to take the analysis final.
and then what?
So if I did take the analysis final and I passed, I would be in BC Calc right now.
Whew.
Actually, wait. Okay, it's two different concepts because that's like going up a grade versus like going up a lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a friend. Should I tell her name?
Doesn't matter. Probably not.
Okay, well, I have a friend, and she basically she's from a different like foreign country, and like there in that foreign country, they like do insanely well with like they accelerate everyone, in which so like basically everyone has to do logs and like and all that shit, and basically pre-calculate concepts in like in middle school, so or
Oh, that's tough.
Oh yeah. They do that in private schools as well.
In France, I'm 3 years ahead in math.
Dude, how slow are the French? Holy shit.
Have you seen their fucking average wages, dude?
No?
So
It's 1,200 euros per month.
Dude, what?
It's insanely low.
Is
Why,
France?
why do you think?
a
Why do you think the
third
French
world country?
people,
Hello?
dude? Why do you think the French people fucking blew it when gas prices went up to 500 euros for one fill? 500 euros for one car fill,
Wait, what?
and they make $1,200 a month.
Oh,
France is not the place. As much as I love France, it's not the place you want to be right now.
I mean, okay, like didn't France like yield out a bunch of like really really smart mathematicians though? Like
They
a
did.
lot of like
They did.
a lot of, like our math like theorems are like based off of like some French name or something.
French, yeah, there's that. But nowadays, the thing about France is that it's such an old country that they're super conservative. Like any change that comes their way, and it's pretty much a guaranteed rejection.
Damn.
And that's just how it is. That's just how the French people are, and that's why like there's so many memes about like French people being not rude, but like I guess rude. It's because they don't like seeing things that are different. They don't like seeing things that are new. They don't like seeing things that are unknown. They prefer staying in their comfort zone. They like what
So
they
that's
know,
why
and
surrender.
they like what they know, and they dislike what they don't, which is
So that's-
incredibly fucking dumb. But
Do you
that's just how the French were raised.
In the global scene, in the near future, then.
What?
Yeah, because
You know,
what are the ways?
like,
What are the
compared
pathways?
to other countries?
Wait,
Okay.
say that again. One at a time, boys. One at a
One
time.
at a time. One at a time.
Okay, I'll go first. One of the pathways, people, are projecting France to be is that in like the 21st century or later in this century or the next, France will play a pivotal role in developing Africa into
Industrial life.
industrial powers. Yeah.
I don't doubt it, because if you look at the amount of
Colonies.
if you look at the amount of African people
Uh-huh.
or people of African descent that live in France, it's really
Yeah.
it's huge. There's
It's-
also like people
it's
from
'cause-
Algeria. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of people there.
hmm
Like
It's because all of these places are French colonies, and that's
yeah,
why.
I'm,
So
I'm half Syrian. Like
France has invested a lot into African colonies or Africa in
Yeah.
general. So
Also, also France is like changing. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like changing towards like accepting refugees from
they always have been a country to accept refugees, but now more than ever, they're accepting more and more. But there are these fucking retards in France who think that all the terrorist attacks that have been happening in France, I don't want to say lately, so I'll just say recently, have been because of all the immigrants. So people want all the immigrants to fuck off.
I think that's
So-
a pretty common rhetoric.
They
We
want
see
to
that in
take
America too.
they want to take the Trump way out of it, I guess.
Mm,
But we do have a presidential candidate that's more destructive than Trump. So
what? What's her name?
No, not the president. It's just a
No,
candidate.
I know. I forgot what her name is.
Oh, you know. Okay, so you know who I'm talking about. Marine Le Pen.
Yeah.
She. Oh,
What's she saying?
she's
Um,
like Trump,
she-
but worse.
It's not Trump, but worse. I don't know. Well, okay. Well,
But
actually,
she's far right.
no,
I think she's far. Is she far right or far left?
she's probably right.
Yeah, she's all the way to the right, dude.
I don't know. Europeans are growing more conservative by the day. Dude, literally didn't in England. Literally, the Conservative Party won over like a bunch of what would you call them, districts? I don't know. They beat out the what's the party? What's the Liberal Party? I don't know.
Just go with the Liberal Party. It's fine.
Code with the Liberal Party. They beat out the Liberal Party the first time. Like, it was the Liberal Party's worst showing in 100 years, and that was from a Conservative Party.
Yeah, I mean, but you also have to take into account that this also had to do with the whole Brexit thing that was going on.
No,
Brexit.
Brexit was
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't England always been very conservative? I feel like
No, they 100% have.
Yeah. Like I remember my history teacher talking about that since like the war or something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Anyway,
You also need to keep in mind that
No, but like districts that were like always been blue have switched over to red. So,
well, that happened. It just happened.
Yeah.
But also, all of Europe have 1,000 years more history than America. So when you take that into account, right? And I'm not talking just for France, Spain as well, Italy, Germany, whatever. They were all under like strict monarchs, and as soon as they got human rights, they never wanted them to be taken away, which is why they're so conservative. Because any change might bring about.
I mean, technically, so were we. I mean, like America, wise.
Yeah. But if you're talking about conserving human rights, wouldn't that be more of a?
A-
I
mean, yeah.
No, human rights as in like Enlightenment ideas.
Enlightenment.
So, fuck, what's the other French? I don't know. John Locke, Rousseau.
Here.
I nearly said Monteculaum.
Yeah.
Isn't it like Montesquieu or something?
Yeah, Montesquieu. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't it Montpellier?
No.
These French Enlightenment ideas, they don't want these ideas taken away from them. That's why they've grown conservative. So.
I mean, I think that's a pretty noble cause. They don't want to get ruled under a tyranny again.
And also, Germany and France honestly are becoming shitholes because they're bringing in.
That's just false.
Migrants. So
That's
that's
just
my opinion. So illegal migrants. Or what are they even called?
immigrants. If you want to call, you could say refugees.
No, they're migrants from like a conflict of war.
So refugees.
Yeah, refugees. We're refugees.
Now they're migrants.
No, they're refugees.
They're war refugees. They are
Migrants
war refugees.
are when they move domestically.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm a migrant. I'm a migrant, but I'm not a refugee.
No, you're an immigrant.
Wait, then, like,
You're an immigrant, not a migrant.
Whatever.
Migrant means if you came from New York.
From one
Yeah.
place to another.
Migrant would be like
No, take okay. A person who moves from
Yeah,
one
domestically
place
is
to
that
another,
word.
especially in order to find work or better living conditions. Yeah, these people are escaping war, so
That's refugee. Will, that's a refugee.
I think we're talking all about like okay. I think like if I'm wrong, then migrant is just like
Here,
a really
Will,
umbrella word that just describes anything.
yeah, exactly. Will, refugee.
I'll be right here.
Hey,
Will.
calm down, boys.
Will,
Boys, calm
a
down.
person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. That's a refugee.
I
Yes, refugee. Yes.
Weren't we talking about math?
No, we were talking about high school, reflection on high school, and we've gone over to
politics.
to politics already. We're gonna get there. Let's save it for a bit later. I want to get through all this college, high school, college stuff first.
Kevin, what's your take on your high school?
Yeah, let's hear some.
Stuff?
For me,
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like I lost a bit of myself in high school.
Expand,
I-
expand, please.
I don't know. I think I came into high school with a sense of innocence, and right now I feel like I lost a lot of that. And like it's not just like the like weird innocence. That's not what I mean. I'm talking more about like a view of the world.
Right.
Like
Like a childhood innocence kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
feel
call
I've
that
become a lot
more-
pessimistic.
Wouldn't you call that more maturity rather than?
I mean, it's
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's putting it a little bit too brightly, but
Because when you're a child, you don't know how the world works.
yeah.
that's
Like-
that's what he
I think
means.
I learned a lot about.
Honestly, I think we've all grown up. To be honest.
But,
Yes.
like, of course, I think we all have like a lot more room to grow. We're only like 16, 17, maybe.
No, but
15 really. But-
Okay, compare me now to like back when I was in freshman year. It's like it's basically light and day. Would you not agree?
I don't remember you from freshman. year.
Yeah, me.
I've changed. So, well,
You guys are terrible
I feel like
friends.
I feel like I can relate
I-
most because
Honestly,
I was a
you
freshman.
guys are probably the most closest friends to me.
Dude, I don't remember what I myself was like. Actually, I kind of do. I don't remember what anyone else was like in freshman year though.
I
barely
remember what Enzo was like in freshman
Really?
because that's when I first met him.
Oh well, okay. I don't remember what you were like. Not gonna lie.
That's when I
Were you
first
getting
met
that like puffed up hair back in 9th grade, Enzo.
I remember that, dude.
Like
I
the
remember.
afro shit, right? Or was that even earlier?
Huh?
Remember, like I'm
Bro.
not gonna lie. I was like taking a look at your channel, bro, and like the early videos, like you were done with a big ass afro.
Yeah, that was early middle
Was that
school.
still happening in 9th grade, man?
No, it wasn't. Sixth grade. I think 7th grade was the last year I had it. Anyway, Kevin, go ahead or go on with whatever you're talking about.
I guess I think there's also like it also comes in due part because of like colleges and shit like that.
Right.
Because like when you're young, you're like, oh dude, I'm gonna achieve my dreams. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. But
Honestly,
as you grow older, you realize that like there are certain things that you just really can't do, and like
Yeah.
you don't have the capabilities to
Of
achieve
doing.
that. Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
I think for me, y'all are gonna fucking laugh at me for this. I was a weird child, but my dream when I was a child was to be what's it called? It was to be retired. I wanted my job. I wanted my job. I'm dead ass. You can ask my parents. You can ask my parents. I wanted my job. I wanted my job to be retired. I did not want to work because you get paid retirement in France. So I wanted to be retired. I just didn't
All right.
I
You
just
want to turn this
didn't
political?
I just didn't want to
All
work.
right. That's the reason why I hate communism. Because it doesn't motivate people to work.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Honestly, yeah, I
I'm not
agree
gonna
with
talk
you.
too much about that.
No, we will probably talk about that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Dude, no. Just by saying that, I'm probably already gonna get flamed by someone.
True.
No, I'm serious, bro.
Yo, seriously, who's gonna
I'm
watch?
telling you
that?
right now. Cancel Kevin.
Okay, dude.
Hashtag Kevin is canceled on.
60% of our school is probably socialist. Yeah, you have to agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like if you affiliate with the Democratic Party, if you agree with them and you're like mildly invested with them, then you're probably socialist.
Well, let's not go as far to say socialist. We could say have some socialistic views. Can we go with that?
No, dude. Democratic Party, like, after you like go beyond the like moderates, which are kind of like slowly.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
They're basically social.
Yeah, AOC,
Okay.
freaking Bernie
Yeah.
Sanders, freaking.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Mr. Bernie, like it's causing like literally a huge divide within the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Bernie people,
Right.
they're literally telling people to vote Trump because they hate Biden so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be dead ass with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I choose not to get involved in politics because I'm not fucking smart enough to understand bullshit about this dude telling this dude what to do
Nah,
because they don't like
bro.
that dude. I'm
Doing
like,
politics
bro,
is lowering your intelligence until you
Yeah.
get the stupidity.
honestly, dude, I feel dumber just talking with you guys about this.
No, don't feel that way. Dude, we gotta break that. It's gonna sound hella creepy. The political virginity.
God.
Political cherry, my guy.
Holy
Alright.
fuck,
What does that even fucking mean? Break that down.
Oh God.
dude?
You gotta bring him to the world of politics, dude.
Yeah, if you're not.
Model
a
UN
Republican,
looking.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't care.
Okay, well, Kevin, how was your junior year for you?
Junior year? You know how everyone says that's supposed to be the hardest year?
Yep,
Well, I actually disagree.
I
I
second
feel
that.
like sophomore year was harder than
Yeah,
junior
I
year.
agree. I also agree with that one.
Yeah. Like, in junior year, we start getting our freedoms, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have PE anymore, none of that shit. And, like, I feel like being able to have that one prep period to hang out with my friends or just do whatever was, like, immensely helpful. In fact, honestly, I feel like they should probably, like, assign everyone a prep period starting from, like, freshman. 'Cause
Really?
It's yeah.
They're not
I
gonna
think
do
it's a
that.
really great time, a really good use of time anyway.
I agree.
Like
I
some
don't-
people might not take advantage of it, but I see a lot of people who do. Like if you just go to the library during your prep, there's so many people working.
Yeah.
And like it relieves the stress from home and everything.
Mm.
Like doing your homework in like 2 different stretches of time, it does like relieve the stress quite a bit. Cause like it's like I don't know, like a 1 hour session and then a 2 hour session later versus a 3 hour session. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I also agree because this year junior year in general, it's almost over, boys. We have a week and a half left, even less now.
Basically over.
Yeah,
Have you heard? We're
I'm
not getting
having-
finals.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're not. I'm
Yeah,
heading
yeah.
into junior year next year. Fuck, dog.
Yeah, but Well- I've done the best this year, junior year. Somehow I don't know how, but it's just been it's been a lot easier for me somehow. And sophomore year is definitely thank you. Sophomore year
Remember what I
was
told you in Japan?
yes, I remember what you told me.
Yeah.
Bruh, this is not
Oh,
even a good year
but-
for me.
Hey, it's fine, dude. You just keep working at it.
I think that's because you took A push.
Yeah,
Oh,
A push.
Class
dude.
was actually a mistake. Just
Yeah,
don't take it.
yeah. Same thing with AP Bio, honestly. If anyone's listening to this who's a sophomore, I've already told plenty of people, don't take AP Bio.
Dude, I need to learn bio.
Dude, the thing is, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be a self-learning class. The teacher's not gonna teach you anything.
Bro,
I'm-
Lang was a self-learning class. That was,
Lang is
let me
really?
tell you, bro.
Dude, okay, that's
I wrote
probably
my
because I'm
first
a
rhetorical
shitty
analysis
teacher.
essay.
Yo.
I
One
had
at a
no
time.
fucking idea what was going on at all whatsoever. I literally I literally just Googled a guide to write an essay.
I like that with Reardon. Reardon is a good teacher. But yeah, the teacher, especially my teacher, she expects us to or we do one lab, and she expects us to learn what we're doing based off that lab. Which I mean, yes, we do learn about a decent amount of stuff, but we're not gonna learn everything off the lab. The rest we just have to learn from Bozeman science videos or whatever. But you know what I'm saying.
That's That's not great, man. What do you think it was a teacher issue, or do you think it was?
Oh, it was 100% a teacher issue. I think the subject itself is great. You can learn the subject. It's really fun.
No,
The amount of
I think it's just your teacher, dude. And
yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a teacher issue. That
Yeah.
yes, that's what it means. Anyway,
retarded.
it's okay. It's okay. The content itself is good. The class is fun. Like the labs are fun and stuff. And it's I'm sure the class would be like a lot better if your teacher actually teaches.
Yeah.
By the way, hi Cameron.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true for any session? I'm texting Cameron right now, by the way.
Oh, is that why he's clacking away at his keyboard?
Shut up,
Yeah.
cunt.
Go into Apex, dude. You're not
I
gonna
think
do
there
your
are some classes that really can't be fixed.
Brian's in Apex, so
Take
go-
AP
go to
seminar.
him. Dude,
That shit is gonna be
No, I'm
cancer, no matter what.
huh?
You gotta
Could
get.
you,
people
do you mind saying that again?
No, okay. Like back to what you were saying about.
The only good thing to come out of AP Seminar for
Relax. Let him speak. Let him speak.
was I was able to get better at writing. That's it.
Well, that's
It's gonna
good.
take away your essence, your life, your woman, and everything.
You're a
Woman.
woman. You've never had one, Will. Will, you've never
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one.
What woman?
Just like the
Yes.
curriculum for AP Seminar. Okay, like taking AP Seminar is probably one of the worst choices you can make in your high school life.
Mm.
Because it doesn't like really reap anything like noticeably beneficial to the colleges. Because like what fucking class is equivalent to AP Seminar in college? There's nothing. You don't get any credit whatsoever. And then like the amount of like stress and like work that you have to do for that class, bro, it's fucking
Yeah.
insane. And
I
especially because
I
they're studying it to
ignored.
sophomores. Like who the fuck does this as sophomores? They're not ready.
Right.
Yeah, I
It's
literally
like a senior level
ignored my
class, right?
fucking history homework, and then like ended up like staying up till 3 a.m. a lot of the time. And this was on top of the fact that I was also doing swimming at the same time as like.
Yeah.
And-
I remember like I just come home, I sit in front of my computer, I do work like until like I'm about to pass out. That's basically it.
Like
Yeah.
second semester of like sophomore year,
Yeah, it sounds
literally,
like it.
like I had swimming, so because weirdly enough, like my parents like said, oh yeah, you had to do sport, UDA, I don't remember, dude. It was a long time ago, but anyways, like after swimming, which would end around like I don't know 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'll come back home, get down, and I would not have time to do anything else, like any other homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And we have to remember this is as a sophomore. We're talking like 14, 15 years old. Like
Oh,
the
this-
workload
this
is actually
sophomore year?
incredible.
This is your sophomore year?
Yeah, this is
you're
sophomore.
reading academic journals that are meant for like
Well, for college students, it's
university graduates.
yes, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
an AP class. It's supposed to like it's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
That's what, those are the classes I'm going to be taking next year. And,
You better not take AP seminar.
Right.
No, but I don't have a choice. If I take seminar, it's going to be AP because I'm going to middle college.
So you're taking seminar?
I don't know what I'm taking yet, but it's
Oh.
they're AP classes.
Okay, just
Wait,
dude,
wait,
dude, just take stats, dude. Lou, just take stats and like some other.
And no, all the classes there aren't like they're not AP classes. Yes, they're like you have the college level classes, but you also have your own like classes at the same time in middle college.
Yeah.
Look, are you transferring schools or something?
Yeah, I am.
No, he's going to middle college.
Well, where is that?
It's Foothill.
That's Foothill.
You know, it's the
Wait.
program you can do as a junior where you can go to do
so you're not gonna go to gun anymore?
I'm gonna be enrolled to gun as a student, so I'm still gonna be able to go.
Oh,
to
he's dual enrolled. Why are you
homecoming.
doing dual enrollment?
no, it's middle college. It's a program.
It's a program. Let me explain this real quick, because
Yeah.
it took a while for my family as well. So I'm
Okay.
still gonna be enrolled as a gun student.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be able to attend any like any
Events.
school events,
Right.
Hoko, football games. I never went to a single fucking football game.
Yeah, honestly, me
prom.
too.
I can still go to prom. I can still invite other people to prom as well, or invite other people to Hoka. I can still participate in gun athletics, but which I don't. But if I wanted to, I could.
Honestly, wait, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why
I
are you
think
doing
the question is why, not what.
why I'm not doing them.
No, why you're doing middle college? Jesus, Will.
Why?
Jesus,
Because
holy crap.
personally, I feel like there would be more benefits to. I feel like there would be more benefits to entering into college later because it is a statistical fact that people have a higher chance. Like the people that have gone to middle college have had. I don't want to say an easier time because nothing is easy, but it's been slightly less difficult for them to enter good colleges.
Wait. Does that mean that you're gonna retake junior year, or you're gonna take junior year the year after you take middle college?
No. I'm going next, like, in 2.5 months.
No, so
Okay,
basically
okay,
it counts as junior year credits and college credits. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
at the
sure.
same time. So I'm
Yeah.
getting college credits
Oh, I see.
and normal credits.
Well,
Bro, I'm just
And
applying
also,
to
I was
abroad.
also kind of fucking tired of gun because you guys know how gun is like.
yeah, no, I
90% 90% of the people I've
seen.
seen. This is the wackest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. I swear to God, I've seen some people look down on other people as if they were, quote, inferior, just because they got like lesser grades.
Yikes.
And I was like, holy, dude, I was at a loss for words. Like, I've seen people stop being friends with other people because they got bad grades.
Okay, well
Dude,
that's
And they used to be like the best of friends. I'm not gonna name these people. They used to be the best of friends,
Are you sure
And then-
there wasn't something else going on?
dude. Like there might be, but there's also that like.
Yeah, okay, that shouldn't be a factor in the first one.
Yeah.
But it is, dude. That's the scary thing. It is.
right.
The scary thing is it is. Like I've seen, and you guys, this isn't a secret to anyone ever. Like people have known that this shit is happening for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm just,
It doesn't happen at Pally, so
and
I
I'm
wouldn't
not.
know.
I don't think it happens at Pally so much.
Well,
No,
we
it
still
doesn't happen.
Will we still have people looking down on others for like differences in grade. That happens.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
That
yeah.
100%
Where is
happens.
that happening though?
Dude,
Uh,
you can
last
literally.
year, Chem
Okay,
H.
no, we'll go ahead.
last year in Chem H, dude, literally, that whole class was basically everyone like croning up to like the teacher saying, "Oh, I wanted."
What?
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 Okay. I don't know what I just said.
Um.
No,
well, there-
figures.
I've
I don't
like
understand.
there's been plenty of people who like, especially with what's that test that people in the advanced lane can take?
Oh, skip
Uh,
tests.
No,
PSAT?
not skip tests. Yep. Huh? Not
No.
PSAT. You know there's that. Huh?
AMC?
Yeah, AMC. Like a ton of like people with AMC. I've seen and heard, just people talking down, or at least to others that weren't able to take the AMC because they weren't in the advanced math lane and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things math lane wise,
A
people.
lot of it has to do with math, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or, well, it doesn't even have to be math lane wise, but that's like usually there's the biggest because there aren't really lots of lanes in other courses. It's mostly just math, right, where you have a lot of lanes.
yeah. That's why it said like the math department sort of like mismanaged like how their system of like was gonna like or how their lanes are gonna work.
Yep, but you see, like,
Because
if
they did also they did change so that like no one is going to do Algebra 1A as a freshman, which is good to be honest. But
yeah, but
Alright, so-
like you could be having a conversation with someone, and they'd ask you like, oh, you'd be talking about math or whatever, and they'll ask you like, oh, what's your math lane? And you already know that you're in a lower math lane than them by like 1 or 2, and at that point, it's even almost embarrassing to say what math lane you're actually in, and
Dude,
and like you could say it, and the other person would be like,
Yeah,
oh, they of course they don't like say it, but they'd be like, oh, and then continue to talk about whatever, but they'd just be like, oh, they'd have that one reaction. I mean, I don't really know what they're supposed to say, but you know what I mean.
I think that's a stupid question to ask in the first place.
Right. Yeah,
Who the fuck
in
cares?
general. Exactly.
Math
That's
is your thing.
the mindset that people really should have. Like, who cares, dude?
Like we're all just trying to do our best.
Anyway, since we were on the topic of like college and stuff, let's go into like future plans, college app wise, and what we want to do in general.
How about you go first, then?
Me? Okay, so future plans, college. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited for college apps. I'm ready to get the hell out of here, dude. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, this place is a shithole.
Yeah, this place sucks. There's literally nothing to do.
I'm plenty excited for college. I'm not excited for the.
Okay, for the college app process, right? Yeah, I kind of just want to get this done with, though. I want to get high school done with. I want to move on.
Yeah, like literally this whole
I literally
place,
fucking
you know.
fantasize about this shit.
Yeah, exactly. College app wise, that's a major pain, and like if we're talking about legit college apps, it's a pain. I saw what my sister had to go through this year, and it's a pain. That's all I'm saying. Of course, it's gonna be a little different for me since I want to go to school in Japan, and they have different application processes and different stuff that they need. But like, you know what I mean? It's either way, it's a pain.
It's not enjoyable at all.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna be applying abroad, so that's pretty nice. I
Yeah.
guess.
Same.
But the thing is, I have shit tier grades, and I haven't taken the SAT or ACT, so that's pretty nice.
Right, that's another thing
very
actually.
nice
Since you
right
bring up the
there.
SAT and ACT, UCs have just announced
I want to talk about that.
that they're not going to look at SAT and ACT scores anymore.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go to a UC because my AP seminar
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah,
told me
sure,
not to
sure.
go to like a really big college.
Yeah, sure.
Only
Look,
focus on, like, really small
Will,
colleges.
you may not, but this is also going to affect like other schools' outlooks on SAT and ACT. Like, I just emailed a Japanese school that I'm really interested in, Waseda. I just emailed them. I asked, I asked a question saying that, you know, students in the U.S. and other countries are affected by COVID-19 and may not have been able to take standardized testing. Will your school still be looking or holding the same, you know, standardized testing to the same like level as before? Well, the response I got was, we don't know. So nice, but you know, it may affect other schools and stuff.
I mean, okay, to elaborate further on this movement away from standardized testing, like, in my opinion, I feel like that's actually, like, the main point of the movement was to, like, increase equality, right?
Mm.
And, like, make it more fair for everyone, especially those who are, like, disadvantaged. Well, I feel like that literally does the opposite. Because, okay, if you don't take the SAT or ACT anymore, then what are they going to look at? One, they're going to look at your essays. Two, they're going to look at your ECs. Three, they're going to look at your GPA. And all three of these things all require money. And I'd say more than SAT or an ACT. Because for SAT or an ACT, you have so many online resources. And you got Khan Academy, you got like this like whole subreddit full of like fucking really useful people. I mean, really helpful people.
Reddit, dude.
Hey, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Reddit is
I mean,
okay. Reddit for like helping on like test prep, dude, that helped me so much.
did it?
I don't like Reddit, but like, I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
So like, okay, if you do that, compare that to like a GPA. Okay, GPA is literally controlled by the high school. So you can have like one private feeder school. Feeder schools are meant to like send their kids into a good college, by the way. They can just give all A's to all their students, and their students will have like fat ass grades, like 4.0 and like 4.5 weighted or something. And then someone from a public school would have to either spend money on tutors or work their ass off to get that same 4.0 and 4.5 weighted.
Right.
And then there's like extracurriculars. Extracurriculars are even more based on money. You can like slip some money to some researcher to let them under your wing to do research over the summer or some shit like that, and that's completely money, bro.
So you think it's gonna create less equality because
Yeah, it's gonna disadvantage people who have less money even more.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's actually a really good point that you bring up.
And then you know what? UCs make this even more retarded by making their own UC standardized test. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? the UC standardized test is going to make it so that the students have to not only study for the SAT and ACT for the rest of the world, but they also have to study for the UC test. That's going to require more of their own self-studying or tutors. Like, I don't know, bro. I just don't understand the reasoning here.
That's a really good point. Now you got me thinking about this. I mean, I could see both sides, to be honest, though, because, like, still, it could be just as bad, or, well, I'm not going to say just as bad, but it would be bad if students who had already taken the SAT were able to submit their scores, and students who haven't taken the SAT weren't able to submit their scores. Like, it's still going to create a somewhat unfair advantage for those people who have taken the SAT.
Wait, I'm pretty sure the new guidelines only apply 2 years later. They still accept SAT and ACT this year.
Oh, really? I haven't gone in depth, so I don't know.
Yeah. I've looked a lot into this because I want to apply to UCs.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So this is only going to be
In the future.
In the future,
mom
this is a
actually
future
fuck
thing.
off.
Okay, well, I think.
Well, come on.
Well, I think then that's a little ridiculous. I don't see the
Yeah,
point.
Yeah,
I
don't see it.
I'd understand it if it's a now thing, but if it's a
Because of El COVID.
but if it's a 2 years of the future
You mean
thing.
Chinese virus?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Shut up! Thank you. That's got me a little confused. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'd like to see some justification for that.
Right.
honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
How are
So
we gonna put out more information though? Because this is a pandemic is anything but a light issue when it comes to the future of the students.
But like, there's some like reports, I guess. I don't even know what you call it. But like, due to the coronavirus and like colleges, like some colleges are like closing down, or like people are like, since they're faced with like economic like downturn, like their parents their parents lost their jobs due to their company like shutting down because of the coronavirus.
That's fucked.
And so instead of like going to like a 4-year degree in which like it costs like $6,000, it will go to like a in-state like college, or like a really cheap ass like college.
But
So,
what
like-
do they want? But what do you want them to do, dog? They don't have a
But
choice.
then the competition will go down for like private schools. So then
I don't understand.
It
Those who are
will- it will-
economically disadvantaged will probably be applying to public schools. Not
yeah,
private.
so then it will trickle down to where like it'll be a little bit easier to get into colleges. But like, I don't know.
Do you think so?
I mean, you bring that up, but a lot of people like say someone applied for an Ivy League school and they got in. Do you think they're going to?
For it.
Dude, most people can't pay for it anyway. You
Well,
realize
I think,
nearly everyone is going to have.
Depends on the student aid. If
Yeah, exactly.
if
Everyone's
someone
gonna
has
have to have
really
it.
exceptional class and they get offered a full ride, like,
But
Well,
what if
sure.
they don't-
Yeah,
what
but
if they don't apply?
Yo,
to-
one at a time,
for
one at a time, one at a
financial
time.
aid?
why would they not apply for it?
No. What if they don't? Not apply. Sorry. What if they don't like meet the criteria for financial aid? What if their parents, they were born in a middle class family that could sort of pay for
but now they
it.
can't.
But now since their jobs are taken away.
Well, that's
everyone is as at home and stay in home order. Now their jobs are taken away.
well that actually
Now-
changes because they base your but your parents they base your parents like stuff off of yearly income, right? So if your yearly income becomes practically nothing, they're going to change that qualification. Well, you're gonna qualify at that point.
Yeah, you have a higher chance of qualifying the lower your income is.
Yeah.
But how do they
But
know?
I do get the gist of the question.
It's a thing. It's a thing when they apply. Actually, Will. When you apply, there tends to be a question that asks actually your like family yearly income.
But just lie about it.
No, they require
What?
IRS forms.
Oh yeah.
Actually speaking, that would probably be a pretty bad thing for
No,
juniors
no.
who are middle class, because they don't really file taxes until April, right? So like,
Hmm.
if there has been like a major economic change,
True.
situation, and they did it and it happened after April, like they
Which-
they won't be able to justify it.
Okay,
Right.
well, the IRS is already delayed to like.
Is it?
I mean, taxes are delayed to July, so
Oh, shit.
yeah. So there could be a case to where
Yeah.
Right.
for it happening this
Mhm.
year with like it wouldn't happen next year. I wouldn't think. I wouldn't see how that would happen, but it would be a case for this year. To be
Also, I do have to mention that I believe tuition will decrease because they're offering less of a service now, because they're doing it online.
Online.
instead of,
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's it's funny that you talk about that. Waseda actually, students at Waseda were asking for like part of their tuition back because school is now online.
They're
Now,
100% justified to do that. Dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
much-
so Waseda isn't doing that, but what they are doing is giving pretty much anyone that requests $1,000 emergency like money, right? And then on top of that, you can apply for a Waseda like emergency scholarship. It's called a scholarship, but pretty much anyone can have it. Like as long as you like really need the money and you could provide proof. It's $4,000. That's pretty decent.
Isn't Waseda 5,000 per year?
Waseda's I think a little more than 5,000 per year. I can check.
Waseda University. I got it.
Yeah, no, I'll check.
But that's for like one university. Dude. Like you wouldn't expect
Yeah.
that for other like.
Yeah, it's
universities.
10K, Lou.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 10K.
Dude, Enzo.
The tuition fee is...
I know, but I was just bringing it up as a point. It was just I'm not saying every school is doing that. I'm just saying like
Yeah, 1 million.
since he brought up
1 million.
students you know, or tuition going down. That's what I was talking about.
Bro, KO though. KO's hella cheap.
University of Tokyo's 5K, dude.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
But yeah. Okay,
Actually,
so
is it cheaper to go abroad or is it like? Not?
well, okay, well, it depends. It depends on the way you.
Yeah, it's both.
Well, it depends because no, okay, listen. Tuition itself may be cheaper, but then you have to add on all the other costs that you know that come with living abroad, and I mean, it's gonna stack up, all right. The prices, the costs are gonna stack up, for sure.
Think of it this way, Will. Think of it this way. There's a reason why a college here costs 15K per month. Per year, sorry.
for
50.
month, that's tough.
And there's
That's tough. 15K per month.
and there's a reason why university in France and in Europe is free. It's because the facilities,
180,000 per year.
like, oh, jeez, like here,
Yeah.
average college.
Wait,
cost-
no. Isn't Harvard like 60K a year?
Harvard.
Something like that. I mean, Stanford's 50, 53K.
Wasn't it
So
100 years?
Will,
Yeah.
listen to this. Tuition fees at public universities in France have variable prices depending on your chosen study level. For bachelor programs, the average tuition fee are around 170 euros per year.
What? How? How is
It's
that
free.
possible?
University in France is free. It's pretty much
My
free.
dad. Wait, okay, no, that's her law school. Wait, no.
Let it sink in, dog. Let that sink in. So, but the reason why it's like that is because it doesn't offer as many things. The teachers probably aren't going to be as good. They're going to be excellent. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But they're not going to be as good. You're going to have to pay for rent if you're not in a dorm. So for example, my sister for her first year, she didn't pay any rent because she lived in a dorm. Rent in France is, I don't know, for a 35 square meter apartment, you're going to be paying 1,500 euros per month.
How much is that to like?
bruv, that's more than you said. The average. No, the average.
Yes, the average family does not live in something that's 23 square meters.
Right.
All right, so this would be in Paris. 'Cause-
Okay.
Paris, in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So,
But, I mean,
you're-
that's-
you gotta weigh it out.
So-
Yeah, but you still have to
so
like
the
the thing.
average cost
Well,
in
okay.
Paris after 1 month per person is 4,800 or 4,900 euros.
Okay. Yes. Okay. But the thing is,
That is tough.
that still doesn't. How is everything getting paid for? I mean, like, teacher pay.
Student loans,
You know,
Taxes.
financial aid.
literally everything. Where's
Parents.
where's
You
the
don't-
money coming from? That's for the school. Is that all coming from the government? Can you like
For France,
for
Oh,
the schools?
Shit, I'm retarded.
for the schools in France,
Yeah, for the schools in France.
it's
Like,
all government.
it's all government.
Like here, a lot of the taxes that we have go towards the military and fixing roads and shit. In France, like, and this is for a lot of Europe. The majority of taxes go towards healthcare and education. That's why it's so cheap.
So
And
are
the
you
most-
saying
the-
that
the
the
most
roads
expensive-
and like the public infrastructure of France is shit?
Absolutely not.
Then where's the rest of the money coming from?
What do you mean?
I mean, if they're spending so much money on healthcare and education and shit like that,
Right, but they're not spending all of it on that. They're
So-
spending
so-
a majority on that.
then my question is, why can't we have that in America?
Because, well, that's
This is
because
America.
because
Well-
look, when
Actually,
this
no,
is-
we spend like 40%.
We spend like a lot of money on the military, dude. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, we
Don't
spend so
even
much. We
expect-
spend so much here on the military. For example, infrastructure like buildings and shit. In how often do you see construction sites in Palo Alto? We would know because
A lot.
you see a
very
lot.
well versed in
you,
construction.
we're very well.
We're very well versed in the various construction sites that we see. In
Yes.
We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep
Well,
that.
let's shut ourselves up while we still can.
Yeah.
alright?
Indeed, but those are all for new building. All the construction sites that you see in Paris are for reparations of a building.
Well,
They
okay.
never take down-
reparation is going to be inevitably a lot cheaper than building a new building.
Yeah, they never take down a single building. I've never in my whole
No,
life.
no,
I've
but
spent 8
France
years-
already had a shit ton of buildings before.
Right,
Beforehand,
they've already had a shit ton.
from their history. How much does France tax anyway?
Well, let's search it
Much
up.
less than here, at least. Because here the federal tax, which
Are
is
we-
about 30%, and then there's state tax, which is a bit more like 17%.
Sure, yeah.
It's just federal tax, so it's based off your just like any other tax, it's based off your income. But it's much less. I think it's about.
Okay.
I want to say.
No.
30.
I'm
not very well.
So this is what it says. Wait, no, hold up. It depends, but like pretty much. It's like it ranges from 14% to 45%. If you're making over 150K, you're paying 45%.
That's
That's
what-
amazing. That's such
that's
an
what
amazing deal.
Yeah,
I know.
if you're making less than pretty much 25K, you're paying 14%.
Do you know? So there's something. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's something called the FSS, which is the French Social Security,
Yeah.
which
I know
is
about it.
that. Let's see. Let's say you break your leg into 3 different fucking pieces in a park, and you need to get surgery plus a ride to the hospital by an ambulance. How much do you think that's going to cost you here?
Well, that's not,
Ambulance
you know,
is like
ambulance
$100.
rides are disgustingly expensive. By the way,
Ambulance is 1,000 right now.
yeah.
I know.
Surgery is probably going to be like 250K.
I
So
know.
let's do 251.
251K.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's in the U.S. by the way.
Yeah.
that's the U.S.
Yeah.
An ambulance ride in the U.S. costs $5,000 per ride.
Bruh.
I know this because I was in one.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
Plus, one night on a bed with the respirators, it's 10K a night.
Bro.
Okay, well, this is
Gold
saying.
particles?
Well, I searched it
That's
up,
what I heard.
and the average cost of an ambulance transport is typically around $600. Is what it's what I'm getting.
600. We had to
Yeah.
pay 5,000. Back
Okay,
when my
maybe
dad,
this is
back when
just
my
how
dad
I look at
shattered his
things.
leg.
That's probably.
Whereas
Yeah.
in France, like, it's gonna cost you like plus surgery, plus ambulance ride, plus everything. Sometimes not even 1,000.
Yeah. Dude,
And that's French. That's
That's
French
including the surgery.
Mm,
How much with the
yeah,
surgery?
yeah.
That's including the surgery.
My dad, when he did his wisdom teeth surgery, it cost him less than $1,000.
Damn,
Here
dude,
it cost me
that's
three.
incredible.
It cost me 3K for 2 teeth. Here.
Yeah.
My dad
What if we made healthcare scale up as you grow richer? Because, like, if you think about it, those like rich fucks that earn like $1 million a year, they can afford to pay the surgery.
They can.
Yeah, but I just hate to see those people with like barely earning minimum wage, breaking their leg, and owing 250K.
Right.
That's gonna like pound on them for the rest of their life.
But see,
I feel like
that's why.
I feel like if they were charged like we do surgery as a proportion of your net worth, or maybe not a proportion of your net worth, but by income bracket.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with it. It comes back to the healthcare taxes. French Social Security works like this. Everyone pays taxes, as long as
Sure.
you don't deal drugs and whatever. Everyone who pays taxes, an X percentage of the taxes goes into the French Social Security, and the French Social Security pays for healthcare.
Does
So
it
it's
give you a senior
So
pension?
pretty much, let's say they're what?
Wait, is there a senior pension though?
I think there is. I'm not sure though. Let me check. The easiest way for me to explain how Social Security in France works is for me to like dial it down to a much smaller scale. Let's say there are 500 people in France, which there aren't, but imagining there are only 500 people in France,
Sure.
and one person breaks his leg, the other 499 people in France are gonna pitch in like, I don't, 10 euros, for example, to pay for that person.
Well, yeah, that's how taxes work.
Kevin,
But not here.
there
But
is senior pension, by the way, included in that. I just searched it up.
Dude, I don't get it. Where is the money coming from though?
It's
Do
taxes,
they just
it's all
spend
taxes.
zero money?
It's all taxes.
It's literally
the
all because
military?
it's just a pool. It's just a
It's
pool that
It's
just
like a
goes
pool.
that goes
Everyone's pools
straight
in
into.
No, but we have a pool too. Why is our pool so shallow?
No, it's because the thing is the government decides how we gotta spend. How they pretty much or decides how much money goes back to the people. Well,
Yeah,
Bro, Social Security goes completely back into the people. I'm pretty sure.
except the Social Security in France and in Europe in general, is much more elaborate and much more people oriented as America. When you walk into a hospital with a broken leg, the first thing that they're gonna ask is cough that shit up. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, do you mean cough that shit up? I have a broken leg." They're gonna be like, "Dude, we can't
wait.
operate if you don't give me 100K." Whereas in Europe, they're gonna be like, "You have a broken leg. All right, let's put you in a cast or take the necessary procedures to make sure you're better, and then we'll worry about the cash."
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. There is something fundamentally wrong with the healthcare system. But
That's never been a secret, really.
yeah. Though I do have to say, there is a caveat to all of it. American healthcare, even though it may be the most expensive, it is also the most advanced.
Also,
If you want some weird ass
well, let me finish.
test treatment for some unknown cancer, America's got your back.
Oh,
Except for the fact that you need to pay $1 million to do it.
Except-
But
except-
if you do, they do have your back.
if you cough
That's
money up
true.
first.
Right.
Yeah. No.
So would you rather
if you like start puking money in front of their doorstep, they will find a way to cure you.
They're gonna be like,
And that's not like other countries like China or like I kind of doubt it in the EU that they can cure anything. In America, it's kind of insane. Because like just look at the universities. Like we have the best education system. We have a lot of smart guys.
that's true.
It's just that we're just powered by money
Right.
instead of compassion for others.
called
Capitalism. Yep. Capitalism,
And
boys.
honestly, it's probably better than socialism or communism. But
I'd agree that capitalism is better in some cases, but medical healthcare maybe not.
Yeah.
I'd say capitalism works like better than socialism in 90% of markets. But this is a part of the 10% that doesn't.
the most like socialist like states like Norway and like or what is it, Sweden?
No, we can't compare to Norway or Sweden because they have such a small population.
Yeah, no,
they have so much fucking money.
Okay,
they can afford to be
literally
socialist.
let me finish, dude.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Literally, they most of their industries are privatized. They're privatized. So like, it's not technically socialism. It's basically their Nordic model, Nordic socialism model, which
The taxes in Norway is kind of insane though, isn't it?
I hear
Let's see.
the what? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. But the thing, I think I do agree with you, Kevin, that healthcare here in the U.S. is better than anywhere else in the world. However, England, France, Germany, what other countries? Canada, Japan, Korea. They still have some fire ass healthcare.
Hey, can we like pause for the?
I'd agree that they have like competent healthcare, and honestly, their healthcare serves the people better. But I think in terms of like leading technology, U.S. is still ahead.
Right, but I would rather get healthcare in Europe than here.
Oh, me too. That's a no-brainer, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Healthcare is just.
If I ever have any health problems, I just go back to Canada.
That's big brain.
Yeah.
I know so many people that do that, like with China as well.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a senior. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
If I have some rare cancer that has never been like ever diagnosed, then I'm probably gonna go find a doctor in the U.S. and see what they can do about it. Because I honestly doubt that there's gonna be someone in Canada who is competent enough to help me.
Right. Yeah, like I have a senior I have a friend who's a senior, who actually he goes back to he's actually going back this summer to China for a surgery, because healthcare is so cheap. I hear a lot of that too. Let's talk about the importance of college on life success.
Oh, okay.
You want to start us off, Kevin?
Me?
Yeah, start us
off.
Oh
yeah,
go ahead.
I mean, okay. Like, I don't know if you guys ever looked, but there's a list online by Forbes, and what they do is they make a list of colleges and the average starting salary of its graduate. And like the interesting thing is that yes, that college graduates do like earn a ton more money than like high school graduates, but like the differences between like Harvard and like some like top 50 school is pretty small. It's like maybe like $10,000, like from 60,000 to 70,000. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think getting into like an insanely good college is gonna matter that much.
Actually, I was always questioning, why is there a weird cult of like sending your children to
because
Harvard?
There is prestige in doing that. It's not about the money. It's more about having the name behind you. Being a Harvard alumni is gonna sound a shit ton more cool than being a New York University alumni.
Right.
You know?
But like literally, it doesn't matter. Like in the grand scheme of things.
It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But like people of high class like to fret over these useless things. It's just prestige, man. Prestige doesn't matter. If you're royalty, that doesn't make you a better person immediately.
I mean,
it's probably worse because you're inbred.
Huh?
Okay, so yeah,
What?
No, dude, royalty is if you're royal, if you have royal blood, dude, you're probably inbred.
Right.
Okay,
It's
so
facts, dude. You
Yeah, no,
laugh,
no,
but
no,
it's
no, no,
true.
you're true. No,
okay,
you're right, you're right.
okay. So I asked my dad, who himself is a Yale alumni, and at one point he was like a head of a law firm. And I asked him like, who would you rather hire? Someone who has straight A's in like some like no name college, or someone who went to Harvard and like got like C's, and like and
I would rather have someone who has experience in the field.
but like
We're talking about starting out here.
Yeah.
Starting out,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Having
don't think
experience in the
this
field like
goes back.
widens the gap of like possibilities so much.
This goes back to the original question. I don't think college is the most important thing.
Really?
Well, yes, I don't, because
you can still be successful without college.
you can still be super successful.
You
Like-
okay? Look,
like,
the thing
like,
is, you
the
can,
average-
but if you look,
average-
yeah, if you look at the
bro.
stats, if you were to look at the stat wise,
statistically, people are gonna be more
Like,
receptive
no,
to hiring you if you are a college graduate.
Okay, dude, people are lazy. Like you're not gonna expect some guy to like become the next Elon Musk out of like being poor. That to be the next Elon Musk takes a lot of dedication, a lot of like failures, and a lot of shit. No one wants to fail.
Let me elaborate on what I thought.
right?
Yeah, I
Fuck
do
you.
want to hear about
What
that.
I thought was that my mom's colleague is a 2-time felon.
Bruh.
He never went to university. He never went to high school either.
Bruh.
Sure.
And now
yeah.
he's one of the highest paid people in Google.
Okay,
it-
but
That's a single.
real anomaly.
But,
That-
but
That's one anecdote.
yes, that's the single person out, but there's a recurring theme with people that are like him, not that are 2-time felons, because yeah, but with people that don't go to college, they all worked hard and they were all
Yeah,
dedicated.
they know they're.
So if you don't, so because they know that they have to.
Yeah.
They're not
Don't
going-
you
they're not
think?
going to
Don't you
college.
think that him, your friend, going to college would result in him doing even better than now? Because he's clearly got the wits and the intelligence to work at Google of all places. Wouldn't you think that he would be at a better position right now if he did go to college and
That's a good
recognize
point.
his true
That's a
potential?
good point.
Possibly. But what I'm trying to say here is that even if you don't go to college, you can still be, I don't want to say smart, but you can still make a good living as long as you put in the work. It's all about putting in the work.
Right.
Yeah. So there's this
Yeah,
YouTuber
but-
named like Grant Stefan. Have you guys heard of him? No. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I watched
Okay, so basically he was he didn't have the best grades, and like out of 18 he got a job as a real estate agent. So he worked his ass off for like the next couple of years after like he got the job, and then he started investing in real estate, and then he became like a millionaire. So
But okay, the main question I hold to that is why couldn't he work his ass off with a college degree
Hmm.
and
well, like
do better?
dude, college isn't like in most cases isn't necessary. To be honest.
I agree that it's not necessary, but it's going to be
We're
a
not-
hell of a lot harder.
Yeah,
And
also,
as long as you're not going into like 300K worth of debt, it's not that it's like crippling to the rest of your life either.
But like, dude, like there's like there are people who go into college and then come out with like $100,000 in debt.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a bad choice because, okay, this is like
But
if we're talking like purely like with math here, then this is like a price to value or a price to value ratio. Because if you're going into like 200K worth of debt, but you're only earning like 20K more per year, that means that it's gonna take you like 10 years to get your earnings back. To get
And
your
there's probably also interest rate on top of that.
yeah, and like that shit is gonna be like a huge burden. But if you spend 4,000 or maybe not 4,000, maybe like 50K in all 4 years, and you earn 20K more, you'd be able to make up for that deficit really quickly. And the benefits of the college degree definitely exist. People are going to choose a college graduate over a high school graduate.
On paper.
Given on paper, yeah. If a high school graduate has a shit ton of experience, which like is going to be hard to get, in my opinion, but if they do, I do agree that they would choose a high school graduate over the college graduate. But I think in the grand scheme of things, if you're paying a reasonable price for college, it is still worth it to go because it's statistically you get
You have a
higher income. And like if you're already a hard worker, then working hard with an advantage is going to get you higher than working hard without an advantage.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
It's different hard work, dude. Okay, this guy, he got like shitty ass grades. That's why he didn't go to college. So,
Okay.
So you're
that's-
basically saying that some guy who sort of like did shit in like high school would like fare well better in like college.
I didn't say that college was perfect for everyone. Perhaps for that one person who fucking sucks at school,
It wasn't favorable.
but can find success in real life, then like I would 100% agree with you that he's better off not going to college
No,
because he's gonna not get the benefits of college.
no one.
But I think for the majority of people, they do get the benefits of college because they don't earn exceptional grades, but they don't earn shit grades. They earn mediocre grades because that's what majority means. And
Okay.
earning mediocre grades in a college and then getting a degree and then like working and getting a higher income is going to be overall more beneficial than just skipping it.
Let me answer this question for me. Would you
Yeah.
rather go to Harvard and be 75K in the hole, or go to a community college and be 30K in the hole?
Okay. If you increase that deficit by a tiny bit more, I would have to choose community college. But right now with that amount of deficit, I would choose Harvard. If you said more of like 100K, then I would definitely choose community.
100K in the hole by going to Harvard, 25K in the hole going to college.
Community college. But also that depends highly on my circumstances. I'm assuming that I'm just some random middle class family that
Let's
cannot-
say
that cannot help me.
you're
If I'm lower class, then maybe
say
that
anyone
50K
say-
deficit would be enough motivation to push me to community college.
picking anyone from Palo Alto is a terrible thing.
Yeah, no. Anyone from Palo Alto would choose Harvard in a heartbeat.
Absolutely not. 100K in the
Well-
hole? Oof.
Dude,
Come on now.
I mean, like, okay, if you're talking about like
If you're living in
upper middle
Palo-
class of Palo Alto, I think they can afford it, dude.
No, trust me. That's why I said like Palo Alto is not a good example because we could probably afford
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
I get that.
so we don't need to be in the hole.
So let's go to fucking buttfuck nowhere in the rule.
Okay, if we're talking about like Central California, where it's just suburban,
Okay.
and you have the median of the income in
It's
the
like
country, then definitely it would be more worth it to go to community college.
Yeah.
I mean, there
Yeah,
are,
but I'm still going to college.
yeah, there are a lot of factors. I mean, well, you have to remember the original question was like, well, we were originally talking about the importance of college on life success, not whether college is necessary or not.
I never said that you had to go to a prestigious college. In fact, I was trying to like argue against it with the Forbes thing.
Right.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what I feel personally from the people I've met and the experiences I've lived
Yeah.
through.
And you're
I feel
completely
like-
entitled to feeling that. I
Right.
totally understand.
Right. I feel like, and it might just be me, right? But you can go to Harvard or you can go to fucking, I don't know, Wyoming National University or whatever the fuck.
What?
As long as
Okay,
you
let's
work,
ignore
I
that.
feel like as long as you work hard, I feel like I don't want to, not that cliche of everything is possible because not everything is possible, but you can make a really good living regardless.
Dude, as long as you get that
It's hard
college
work.
degree, you're
Hard work.
set. As long as you take that extra 4 years of education, then I think that is the meat of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if unless like you're going to I don't even know. Honestly, I don't think there are colleges that like offer such a discrepancy in their education opportunities that it would be like extremely significant.
Detrimental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
detrimental. So yeah, I just think that going to college is better in the long run than not going to college.
Yeah.
For most people.
Yeah, I agree with that. I tend to agree with
All right. All right, I think we can move on from this topic now. We've come to like a general consensus, and let's open up to like the water topic of politics, but maybe I say the water topic, but let's concentrate a little more on quarantine and like the politics around quarantine right now.
Okay.
Who wants to start us off?
Okay,
Okay, well here I'll just put out a question. All right, I'll put out a question just to start us off.
Alright.
Should California be closed or not?
No, I don't think it should be closed. I think honestly, we're basically in jail.
Why? Go on, explain. Let
Like,
let him respond, boys. By the way.
At first, they said 14 days to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Then it just turned into like stay-at-home orders, and then now when the economy is in shambles, and now when like everyone's losing their jobs, of course it didn't really affect us like in this community because we're all like upper middle class, and all our families can pay for like all our families can sustain like being inside for like a long ass time. But like if you go somewhere like else, like somewhere like I guess I don't know, like I guess like some other place,
Yeah,
like,
somewhere less well off.
that's not well off. Like
Paris, for
you're
example.
looking at a bunch of people who just lost their jobs, or who well, let's say they were factory workers, and then the factory shut down because of the coronavirus, and then the company who like maintaining the factories to like make something shuts down because no one's buying buying the products. Now everything's in shambles. Like, what? We have to go back to work. Like,
Okay.
So you think
Will.
economics wise, we should be going back to work.
and we should
so
like
that
go
people
outside.
so that people can get bread on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, Will. The like a lot of factories shut down, right? Because of coronavirus, right? Well, say those workers still like worked at the factories, right? And they actually got the coronavirus, right? And they were unable to work and they had to be hospitalized. Now, not only are they unable to work, but they're also paying, hospital fees and bills on top of that. So is that better really than staying inside now?
Enzo, before we talk about that more, I just want to clarify the fact that the chances of that happening are a lot lower than you think. Because coronavirus, like, first of all, the major symptoms are for the old people. Like, let's get that out of the way.
But that doesn't
If
mean
you're between like 20 to 50, and which is like I'm pretty sure I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that's the majority of the working population. You're gonna have a stronger immune system. And yes, Lou, I agree. It doesn't mean that everyone's gonna be immune, but I think honestly probably like 99.9% of people will be in a situation where the risk is relatively low. It's like almost negligible, but not negligible. It's still a risk.
I mean,
Look at like
Yeah.
our nearby areas. Okay, I took a look. I toured a hospital recently,
Right.
and you know what? Surprisingly enough, they're not full. They're not. They're I believe 3 out of the 10 beds are being used. I think this ties back a lot to media sensationalism. You go on CNN, you go on Fox, you see the front lines, right? In New York, where people are dying in the emergency room. But here in California, we're really like in terms of hospital load, we're really not even close to being full.
But I wonder why that is. It could also have to do with us actually imposing, quarantine a lot earlier than a lot of the other states.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. But I took a look actually, and the hospitals literally everywhere else in America are not full either. Because I was super surprised when I went to the Sutter Health Hospital, and then now I see that like literally the only place where hospitals are full is New York. Like, and
Yeah,
there's,
New York
there's recent
is.
data because Georgia or Alabama or some shit, they were they were a
Arkansas.
little bit more right winged, and they decided to open up early. And the thing is, in
Like all.
Birmingham, I think, in Alabama. Sorry, Will, I'll keep on interrupting you, but
No,
I
no,
just
no,
want to
no,
get my point over.
I
But
wanna like add
it-
on to it. So
Oh.
yeah, like I think that what you were talking about.
Well,
was
wait, let him
Arkansas.
finish his point first, and then.
Yeah.
I'll be done real quick. So in Birmingham, Alabama, like literally everything is basically opened up. There's gyms are open, the restaurants are open. Like you see videos, like I see videos trending online of like people like blaming people who go to like bars to have a good time, and I think they do deserve to be blamed because that's not responsible. But the data shows that there's almost no increase in cases. In fact, it plateaued. There's still the same number of new cases every single day. I think that's very significant. This was like almost 2 weeks long in Birmingham, Alabama. And the thing is,
But how thick is
I'm
the-
pretty sure that if people didn't do anything about it, then I think the cases would explode up. But the majority of people are taking it very responsibly. When they go outside, when they do their shit, they keep their distance, they wear the mask, and if they're sick, they don't go outside. I
Right.
think as
Yeah.
part of like being a democracy, being a free country, I think people should have the right to make a responsible decision. It is not up to the government. It is not the government's duty to control these people and do what is quote unquote right. Because maybe in this case it could be right. Who knows? But because we don't have the retrospective perspective. But in the future, what if the government is wrong? What if the government believes that all Japanese people are spies and lock them up in camps? What if, like, you can see the slippery slope that happens, and we know for a fact that whenever government power is expanded, it never goes back down. We see this in like FDR and shit. It's just like I think a good analogy would be like a glove getting stretched. It's not gonna go back to its original size. It's gonna stay there, and the glove being the power of the government. So I don't know. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm a really big liberal, honestly. Like not in the democratic sense, but more of in the. I believe that everyone should have the right to do whatever the fuck they want, because it's a free country. I think there's a big distinction between a democratic liberal and a liberal liberal.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you don't have to don't consider we can reopen responsibly by having 20% at capacity, or like
Yes, that is part of reopening. That is part of why I think Alabama didn't.
But like you're making it out so like, oh yeah, if we reopen, we're just the hospitals will like surge up and like everyone will die.
I'm literally not saying that.
No, that's what Enzo's saying. I'm not.
I provided it as an example of what, as a point.
But like I think like New York, for example, they definitely shouldn't open up.
Right, because it really depends on the density of the population, right?
Yeah.
Because New York is just so dense that it's probably not the
New
smartest
York is
idea.
literally like a haven for the disease.
Yeah.
I think they need to get herd immunity before they're fully rid of COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know what? It's actually interesting because COVID apparently this is like what I heard from a friend of a friend, like that's like, so take this with a grain of salt, but I heard that like the amount of people who have COVID are actually like an order of magnitude greater than what we think right now. It's just that the symptoms are so minor that that we just don't realize it. And because like they just find people who have never been sick that have COVID antibodies, which is like, well, where the fuck did they get that from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the only experience I've had was my neighbor getting it, and my neighbor was completely fine. She felt like it was like even less than the flu. Not to like deny the possible
Right.
um, consequences of COVID, because like this is actually a very strange disease, honestly. Like
Mhm.
it affects people differently in such a dramatic way, like that like perfectly normal healthy people. I heard this athlete, he's a fucking athlete. He's really fit and everything, and he got the corona, and like he went to the emergency room, and like his lung capacity literally decreased by like 20%, and his career is done now,
Mhm.
basically because of corona.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I mean, it's really amazing how it varies. You know, the effect varies from person to person,
Yeah,
and yeah, it makes it hard because you don't know if you get it, if you're gonna end up dying one day or just or be completely fine. It's a whole
well, I
nother.
feel like there's probably no residual effects. Like, I heard a rumor that once you get corona, your lung capacity decreases permanently. But I think that's a little bit of a misinterpretation,
I think
Yeah,
because
I agree.
it's when you get pneumonia
Mhm.
that shit happens,
Right.
not because you get corona.
Mhm.
But speaking from, I guess, secondhand experience, what happens when you get the corona is that you feel like someone's literally sitting on your chest. Like it gets
Oh
it
shit,
doesn't
really?
it gets really hard to breathe
Yeah, that's why there's like a whole like fuss about ventilators.
about
Right.
ventilators because, for example, both my aunts, they were, especially my aunt from my mom's side, she was the one that was more sick. She went to the hospital one day because she legitimately could not breathe.
Jesus Christ, man! I hope she's doing alright.
Like, oh, she
Yeah.
got out. She got out. It's all good.
Okay, yeah, that's
She
Good
good.
to
got out. She
hear.
got out. But like,
Yeah, she got
it's
immunity now.
got to the point where like, she was breathing, but the air was not going into her lungs.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah.
She
Pneumonia
was
is
breathing.
fucked, dude.
She was breathing. She was doing that. She was doing that action, but it just was not going into her lungs, then going to the rest of her body.
Lockdown measures have kept
By
nearly
the way,
80
I just want to know, like,
back.
I mean, absolutely no offense, but like, was she really, really like grossly obese?
Oh no, she's hella skinny.
Really?
Yeah, but
Because
she
like
lived.
I heard
She
that
lives
like people
she lives
who are like really, really fat like do have a significantly like higher chance
They do.
of
They do.
getting symptoms.
Well,
It
apparently,
feels like she was sick for over a month and a half. She was just stuck in bed, having
Really?
trouble.
Does she have immunodeficiencies?
No,
Because
it was just a severe
Corona's
case.
supposed to last only for 3 weeks at most.
It lasted for double that.
Yeah, dude,
She
that's
even got checked
not
out.
great, dude.
She got checked out at the hospital multiple times.
I think. Oh, yeah, she should get something checked out, man. That's not normal.
No, she did.
Yeah.
She did. She did. She's out.
Yeah.
She's out now. She's fine, but they told her stay home for 2 more weeks before trying to go out.
Yeah.
Because
Because
this shit
part of what
was
makes like
serious.
Corona so effective is because it has like a latent period where you don't feel anything and you're still.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing that I thought was fucked was that and it's I don't want to get too dark here, but what I was scared for, I was scared that if she was gonna die, she has a 6-year-old daughter. She has a 6-year-old daughter, an
Jesus
8-year-old daughter, and a 12-year-old son. And
Where would they go?
I can't come to terms with the fact that the 6-year-old and the 8-year-old would be okay with their mom put air quotes around this leaving them. I don't think that they would understand, and I think that they would think something along the lines of, why has mom left us? Does she not love us anymore?
Yeah.
Which in my opinion that was what I was most scared of because I think that's fucked. I
Right.
think that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no
it,
10-year-old or 12-year-old or anyone should ever undergo.
Right.
yeah, and it wasn't
trans
like,
them.
and I'm not saying oh that's fucked up. Fuck you for dying. You don't have any
Yeah,
you don't have any say in what goes on. But I like when I heard that she went to the doctor to get checked out, see what the fuck's happening. I was like, dude, if she somehow passes away, it's gonna be so bad for her kids. The
yeah.
oldest one, he might understand, but he's still a bit young. He's in 6th, 7th grade, I think. But
No,
the two,
that's too young. That's too young.
the
I
two-
don't think so.
the two young ones, I wouldn't expect them to understand what's going on, and that's what scared me the most with that. But she's fine now, thank God.
Yeah, dude, that's
Yeah, that's
I
great,
think
dude.
that's a horrific story, dude.
It
I'm
is, it
really
is,
glad that
really.
she's okay now.
Like, yeah, it's really bad. It's
But-
really
I think we like I understand why you think that a lockdown is necessary to prevent something similar to what happened to your aunt to happen to everyone else, right? I think that's part of why you do want the lockdown to continue, right?
I want it to continue until there's, to me, there's still a risk when there's one person infected.
Yeah, but
So to me, when there's
I
no
must bring into attention that there's other cases too that other people are going to suffer from the lack of work. Think
Yeah,
of
that's true. That's true.
think
that's,
of
that's true.
I don't know if you've ever had bad relations with someone like as an adult.
Bad relation.
Basically, I'm referring to domestic abuse.
Let me.
I mean,
mom-
You,
don't
you,
have
you don't, you don't have to like.
My mom.
Yeah,
she's brought out the sandal, you know.
being locked up like that with your guardian not being able to provide for you, with you starving, and then them being in an even worse mood, and both of you stuck together at home. I think that's obviously these are. I don't think it's good to compare how bad each case is, but I just wanted to say that I think there's going to be people who suffer on both sides of the decision.
I
you know?
really, that was very well worded. I actually really agree with you because
Yeah.
there was this incident, dude. My family tree is fucked. I had my grandma's sister, her ex-husband would come home, and if he was having a bad day, he would just beat her almost to death.
Yeah, dude. That's I
And
I
sometimes
can't say
for
I
no
have
reason.
personal experience, but like I feel like I've been close to feeling that before.
Right. Like sometimes he would come back drunk, beat her
Yeah.
ass. He would come back, have just a mild inconvenience happen, beat her ass.
Yeah.
He would be
Just
unhappy.
Imagine that
with-
mild inconvenience happening every single day.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I think
Yeah.
for couples that are like that, I don't think that this thing is a good idea because I'm just thinking if it was her right now, it's like he doesn't come home because there is nowhere for him to go. Beats her ass.
But like think of like
talks
a
to her,
child
he-
who like might go to school usually to escape from their parents,
Right.
but now that there's no school anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's some fuck shit in this world, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
there really
like,
is.
That's why I feel like that's why I'm like so open to like listening to every single viewpoint because and honestly like no, not to like actually no I am gonna criticize. I'm gonna criticize our current political climate because everything is just one-sided. Everything is like, okay, if you don't support abortion, if you don't support abortion, then you're a fucking misogynist. You're a piece of shit. If you do support abortion, then you're a fucking baby killer.
Right.
Like, I don't know. There's so much name calling. There's so much just like black and white in these issues that require gray.
I was about to say, you know what I think that's about?
Or
I
what?
think that in America especially and in the world in general, we've lost the ability to talk.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can't
yeah.
talk about shit anymore.
I can't agree with you more.
For example, when I say I'll say some politically extremist shit because I'm fairly unconventional in my views, and people tell me, "Oh, so you're a fucking sexist." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
No,
it's a straw man, bro. It's a straw man of giving you a name that's derogatory. It's such a
Yeah.
shit argument,
yeah, like
and it relies on emotions. It appeals to not to get too AP langy, but it appeals on pathos. And
Shut
and
the fuck.
making
Shut
an argument
the-
based on pathos is literally the worst thing you could do, because that just means that you have no arguments.
Right.
I feel like, especially in like the political debates, like sometimes this goes back to my argument that you can't even have a discussion anymore in this country, in this world. I've seen like some political people disagree with each other and tell each other, "I disagree with you, therefore I am not going to acknowledge or listen to your point."
Yeah. See,
And I'm like,
that's
how are you
wrong.
supposed to have a
That's
democratic
wrong.
republic? How are you supposed to come to a consensus when the government in the United States is all about coming to terms with things? How are you supposed to do that if you're not going to listen to each other?
Right. Yeah.
That like
You're not going to do it. The answer is you're not going to do it. That's the answer.
Whoever does that is missing the point of political discourse. I mean, like you're supposed to debate things, not name call, and I don't know.
Right. It kind of defeats the whole purpose at that point.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your opinion on all that we've talked about?
You cut out who?
Enzo.
What's your opinion
Me?
on
No,
the things we
bruh, y'all been saying everything I want to say, dude. You guys, like, I completely agree with what both of you say. Like, this, we simply just don't talk anymore. It's one or the other, pretty much, in this country right now. It's one or the other. It's so split. It's like, you're either this or you're this, you know? There's no middle ground. And that, without any middle ground, there's not gonna be any compromise. I mean, there's been plenty of compromises, like, throughout the history of the United States. We've had plenty. Dude, I doubt we could come up with one now.
Dude, okay. I'm gonna, like, compare this to the issue of slavery. So, like,
Oh, here we go.
there was a lot of compromises. Like, in Missouri, 1850.
Okay, well,
compromises.
look, these compromises are gonna get a little corrupt, okay? We're gonna get to like the 50-50. I mean
I think
the
you have a
of
point
like
there.
the 3/5 compromise. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, dude. Literally, there were so many compromises to the point where, like, it got to the point where everything was so poor. Everyone was getting so polarized. Where, like,
Wouldn't
like,
a compromise decrease polarization?
Yeah. Theoretically,
No,
it
but, like,
should.
Doesn't that increase the
It didn't.
satisfaction of both sides?
because when Abraham Lincoln won, like, literally, there was no compromise to that showed up. I mean, there was the Crittenden compromise, but that was like saying, oh yeah, we go back to where it was, like, back to normal. But Abraham Lincoln didn't want, like, he specifically did not want slavery to continue. No, not slavery to continue. Okay, dude, it's not that, but, like, oh, fuck. This is what I.
Well, I think what you're trying to say is shit gets done when there aren't any compromises, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I agree with that, but I also don't agree with that. For example,
But there's some things that must not be compromised.
Yep.
Like
Exactly.
slavery.
like slavery, you don't compromise.
Yeah, you're not supposed to compromise on that.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, and the issue got so polarizing to where,
Yeah,
like,
but
you're
you can't just
either
operate.
abolitionist or you're in support of the slavery. It's literally the same because
Well, I mean, in that situation, it kind of was one or the other.
Well, let's go one layer deeper, okay? Let's make a compromise of making a compromise or no compromise. There are some things that you're supposed to make a compromise of, but there are other things that you're not supposed to make a compromise of. It's all a spectrum. Yeah, like, if we just if we deal with everything in absolutes, it doesn't work well. I don't know, like, if we come with an issue and we only have two options ever, I think we would collapse as a nation. Because that's not how... I mean, okay, you talk of Lincoln. but that is a major event in history. And like, but you know what? I think just like so many things are built on compromises that are a lot less renowned, but are still like play a huge part in making the United States the United States. It's just that there's not as much publicity in like compromise, you know?
Yeah. Think of it this way, Will. Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you believe that
here we go
women
again.
should either, if they get pregnant, always get an abortion, or if they do get pregnant, never get an abortion? What do you think is the better one?
I did literally.
If you have to choose one right now, choose. Hurry up. I don't have
Yeah, fucking choose, Will.
Honestly, I don't like killing babies, so let's choose that. You can't have an abortion unless it's rape.
So even if it's
Well,
a
now-
1 week
well,
old,
Well, you've just made a compromise. No, Will, you've just made a compromise there.
Yeah.
You just made a compromise.
It's just necessary. It's like for
So
some
why not?
things, it's absolutely necessary. I mean, well,
Right.
I'm not gonna say absolutely, but you know, it's necessary.
better. It's better.
It would be better off if there was a compromise, right? Exactly. And there's some
Wait,
things.
you didn't realize it wasn't the rape part that you added. It wasn't part of the option, but you still made it a thing because you realize that it's not right. For example, if someone gets raped, it's not right for them to have to bear the child of the rapist. It's not right.
Yeah.
Just like
That's away from the the issue of it. To be honest.
No, I think it's still the issue, man.
Yeah, I think
we're
that's the
talking about
same
whether
issue.
you're allowed to abort or not, and that's just an exception. An exception is a compromise.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
well, I do you really think that if we just did everything the Republican way, we would be a better nation? I think there are some things that Republicans think that aren't necessarily true, you know? And there's definitely things that Democrats think that aren't necessarily good for the nation as well. That's
You know
why
what
we need to pick the good parts of each side.
That's what I was about
Yeah.
to say that. Like
Yeah,
I don't hate
Let's go,
I
man.
hate how our government now is you're either Republican or Democratic. Just take the good in both, dog.
Dude, I'm a fucking middle. I'm in the fucking middle, bro.
Yep.
I don't necessarily just completely 100% listen to Democrats or Republicans,
Yep.
you know?
I agree.
And like when it's time to say fuck the Democrats, I'll say fuck the Democrats. And same with Republicans.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do indeed agree with that.
All right. Well, I was trying to decide on the next topic. I was trying to decide between whether we should talk about paranormal activity or Japan's strict
What do you all think about veganism, huh?
God, it's so stupid.
veganism.
So stupid, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's already
It's
politics.
actually such a
Dude.
sad topic.
Yeah.
Look, the fucking cows. Okay, if you eat a carnivorous animal, aren't you just eating? I mean, sorry, fuck. Okay. Let me get my thoughts.
Come on, you almost got it here.
I used too many of my brain cells tonight.
Any
Okay.
more now?
Look, if you eat grass, you're competing with these fucking animals, bro. If you eat enough grass, you're gonna make a cow starve. You just killed an animal. How dare you?
There's a thing I've come to realize. Here's my take on vegans and how to spot a vegan.
Okay.
There's 2 rules. 1, if they're a vegan, you will see it. 2, if they're a
What?
vegan, they will tell you.
I know exactly what you mean.
Honestly, that's a fact. Hold up.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, that's a straight
Definitely.
fact, dude. And then they'll tell you. If you don't see it, they'll tell you, dude.
You don't see it with their whack hairstyle or their whack clothing or their whack.
Okay, whoa. I'm gonna have to cut that one out because we're gonna get a little.
What's wrong with
We're about to
dyed
get-
hair,
dude, we're
If
about
you
to
don't-
get
wrong with
if you don't-
dyed hair?
by the
If you
vegans,
don't
bro.
see it, they will tell you about it soon enough.
Dude, it's about to be
Soon enough, dude.
the Verified
Soon
Weeb podcast canceled on first episode on Twitter, dude. I swear to God.
Oh my god.
That's my take on it, dude.
And
This shit's-
also, like, okay, not to get too like nutrition-y, but like, you're missing out on important shit when you.
Fuck
eat.
that, you're missing out on the chicken wings, dude. Chicken wings.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Chicken wings are fucking fire, dude. Holy shit.
Dude, you're missing out on KFC. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
well.
not getting the Capitalism experience, dude.
KFC, dude, so good.
Why at KFC?
Let's just end on a different like topic.
Yeah, let's round it off with
Okay, that was
Well,
kind of
so-
controversial again.
Yeah, that was a little.
That was really tough.
we were gonna get away from that, so let's end back on ourselves. And
Hey,
I don't think we really.
Shit on Intel.
We what?
Shit on Intel.
Shit on Intel. How about we shit on the college board,
I'm
huh?
pretty sure that's a pretty popular topic
Now, how about we
right now.
trash talk the college board right now, huh?
Yeah,
How about that?
Fuck it, fuck it.
Fuck the college board, dog.
Viva
Dude.
la revolution.
No, if they find that shit, good luck getting into a college, boys.
Millions for college.
Dude. People love to shit on the college board. And the college
Dude,
they
it's-
can't do anything.
Dude, watch them. Oh, I'm sorry. We
Like curb down my test.
sorry. You apparently didn't submit your AP test.
Oh my God. I had this guy. Okay, I have this East Coast friend. He did a poll on his Instagram story. Okay, there was either no problems with the APs or problems with the APs. Do you know how many fucking people got problems with the AP? 50%, bro.
Dude, I had problems with APs.
Dude, how is that even? Oh, dude, how do you screw up so bad? It's just
It was not nice.
you just submit it. It's such a simple task. Okay, like think about it. The test itself. There's one. Okay, there's like two processes that I bet like even Ben can code. Okay, like no, I'm not just shitting on Ben.
No. 100% he could. Like, dead honest, he could.
You just show. Okay, first of all, you have an entry page, and then you have to fill out that form and shit, and then write the grandfather shit, and then after that, you get a page of the problem. Okay, there's nothing special or fancy going on with the problem. It's just text or images. Okay, and then after 50 minutes, of which you can sync with like the college board clock or something, and then you have to submit it. Like, what's so hard about this? Where is the difficulty in this process?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it, bro. And then like they made it so that you can't refresh it. What's gonna happen if I refresh the fucking page? Just sync my time with the college board servers so that there's no way I can cheat more time. Like, dude, honestly, it just pisses me off, bro.
Yeah.
I like you screw up the tiniest thing, and they're like, "Oop, your exam is canceled. My bad."
Yeah, it was really badly managed, done in general. Like, honestly.
And then 45 minutes shit. Well, where the fuck did that come from? Do you think really we don't have enough attention span at home to last more than 45 minutes?
Bro,
Like,
I
don't
fucking
know.
don't. Dude, you can ask
Fuck up ADHD.
I'm not allowed to drop names, but you can ask people that know me. Well, I can't be
Well,
focused on homework for more than like 25
Well,
minutes.
if
'Cause
you
I
got
get
that
distracted.
pressure, if you got the pressure of like a year-long class and the accumulation of a year-long's worth of class, I think you'd be able to focus for like at least 2 hours. Like, come on,
Dude, I was on morphine withdrawals when I was fucking taking
Morphine?
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 Fuck were you on morphine for, dog?
Yeah, why?
Are you sure you mean?
No, I said I was on morphine withdrawals, dude.
Why were you
Yeah,
on
why were you on morphine?
No. It's
Do you
a
mean
figure of
morphine?
It's a figure of speech. Goddamn.
What?
Oh.
How's that?
It is?
Okay, I don't even know.
How so?
I'm too high.
Okay, I think
Huh?
what he means is
Alright.
that he felt like he was suffering so bad that it felt like equivalent to a morphine
Yeah.
withdrawal.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah,
Dude,
you know
honestly
what?
speaking of that, let me just shit on dude, do you know what the cause of the opioid crisis is? It's by this one fucking family.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube documentary. Oh shit, dude. Okay. First of all, it's actually hella fucking funny. Because first of all, they invented the drug, and they told the doctors to promote the shit out of it and give it to patients even when they don't need it, right? And then right after, they developed a drug to help cure the addiction of their own drug. So they're double dipping, bro.
Damn, people really be out here doing that, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's just sad at that point.
Like, they belong in prison, bro.
Yeah, for real. Like, what's her name? Elizabeth, whatever her name was.
Oh,
Remember-
Elizabeth, Warren? No,
No,
that's
no.
not.
Well, what?
Theranos.
Yeah,
Theranos lady, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus.
Well,
Anyway,
I might have found a decent way to end this podcast.
I think we should, since we were originally on the topic of our like high school and college stuff, I think we should all like end it off with, you know, our huh?
One good thing that's come out.
Well, I think we should end off with like what we want to do in the future, like specifically, just like one
Okay,
thing.
yeah, what you want to be in the future, in 10 years?
And if you don't know, like, you know, just you don't know, but you can just say whatever, honestly.
Do it.
So let's go around, dude.
Developing.
Enzo, you start.
Okay.
Yes,
No, Will's going. So.
Okay,
We'll start.
All right. Developing new technologies, whether it be nanotechnology. I don't know. I honestly, I actually kind of want to be a billionaire. I'm gonna try and.
Wait, what?
No, that's a solid answer. That's a solid
Alright.
No, but we take those.
answer.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
wanna try to
You're-
be
you're-
the
you're
next
good
Elon
choice.
Musk.
Good choice. Me too.
Alright, if we're talking in 10 years, I honestly don't know what I want to do. School-wise, definitely want to go to Japan, at least for undergraduate. I don't know what I want to do for graduate school.
So
But
you are doing graduate.
well, honestly, we'll see. It's honestly undecided, but I definitely want to do my undergraduate in Japan, and that's honestly all I have planned for now, and that's all I'm looking forward to. So yeah.
Interesting. I guess I'll go. In 10 years, I hope I just got out from grad school. Because,
Hmm.
I don't know, I want to be a doctor, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Not an actual doctor.
Nah.
It's like PhD holder. That automatically
Uh-huh.
qualifies you as a doctor.
Right.
Something like either like theoretical physics or something like chemistry related.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're too retarded for that.
Hey.
Mads!
Mads,
Wow.
you'll be
You
picking up
did
the
not
garbage.
need to go there. You did not need to go there.
Holy shit. All right.
That's
Maybe-
mad.
Maybe,
No,
not. Maybe I need to
no,
reconsider.
I know. Actually, no. Physics is actually really hard. No. Like,
Yeah,
Dude, I fucking know physics is hard, but I like it.
If he likes it, then he should do it, dude. You should do what you want to do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I have an
yeah, of
like,
course.
math.
It's up to you, but I'm just saying, like, physics is actually one of those subjects that, like, well, theoretical physics is one of those subjects that's actually, like, pretty fucking hard.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sure he's aware if he wants to take it.
And if I realize that my intelligence is really not up to par, maybe I'll do bio.
All right.
Fun. All right, Lou, what you got?
10 years. There's dude, I'm really not sure. I know I want to go to Japan for university. For now, that's the plan. Hopefully, it's probably gonna happen if we do both end up going to Japan. But staying in Japan with Enzo,
All right.
looking forward to that.
Sir.
I'm thinking doing whatever makes me happy in 10 years, no matter what it may be. For now, it's computer science, developing video games and stuff. But it may
That's
change.
the best answer, honestly.
It may change in 10 years, so I want to do what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean,
Stay
wait,
healthy.
I was wondering, was it Enzo who inspired you to go to Japan, or did you already
Yes.
have those sentiments?
Yes, it was Enzo who inspired me.
Damn, Enzo, the influencer.
Damn, dude.
But there's the thing that people, god damn it. There's things that people don't understand when they get that it's Enzo. Yes, Enzo gave me the idea, but if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have fucking.
Yeah, he showed you the way. and
Yeah,
you-
trust me. I had this whole talk. Trust me. I went and I was like, dude, you like, if this is just like because of me, blah blah blah, dude, you need to stop
Don't-
doing
don't.
this.
Yeah.
Like honestly, there's no point.
That's what he,
That's mighty responsible of you, bro.
that's
Yeah.
why he told me word for word. We're in Japan when you told me that too.
And I was like, yep. If this has to be what you want to do, because I don't want to, you know.
Like fuck up 5.
Yeah, exactly.
But for now, going to Japan's the goal. Hopefully with Enzo. I want to still be dating my girlfriend in 10 years. Who knows what happens.
We'll see, man.
We'll see.
Shit can happen, but
Yes, sir.
for now, that's the goal.
Are we close enough to where if you ever become rich and famous, would you acknowledge us?
Not you, not you.
No.
Dude, Will really out here clout chasing, dude, before it even happens.
You guys are good? Will, fuck off.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You're in my direct competition, bro. You said that you wanted to be a billionaire. I can't do that.
Well, in my
Lou
legacy,
and Will, they're safe, dude. They're not gonna try to leech off my money, dude.
Dude, Will really.
No, I'm not
Dude.
reaching out for your money. I'm just saying, would you acknowledge us?
Dude,
I would,
he-
yeah, I would acknowledge.
I wouldn't acknowledge someone who sucks dick
Okay.
for money, bro. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
we have.
Hey, I would acknowledge Will, and I would tell him the worst getaway driver in GTA 5 to have ever walked. He can't get us. He can't get us from the center of the state.
When we're legal, bro, I wanna try weed with you, bro. It'll be so cool.
Yo,
I mean,
don't incriminate yourself here, dog.
Dude, I'm saying.
He said when we're legal. He said when we're legal.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't condone any such actions.
We don't. Yeah.
We don't condone any such actions
Yeah,
when
we
you're
do
not legal. If it's illegal, don't do it.
No,
Just
bro.
try
I'm not
weed
saying
and
I'm
that's
doing
it.
any of that shit, bro.
just try weed and that's it, guys.
No,
Try weed.
Will, you're putting out the exact opposite of of what we want to be saying right now.
Do the least amount of drugs as possible.
Okay, here.
and-
Try not to. If you have to, please do in what moderation. That's it, please.
But getting
have to
nice
do it with a
nice and hammered.
billionaire kush, bro.
Getting nice and
Do it
hammered.
for the boys. Saturday for the boys.
No.
Bro.
Alright.
Dude, my Saturdays when I become a billionaire, bro, it's gonna be
It's gonna be for the.
billionaire kush.
Nick, okay, I was gonna say something. You
Oh,
were-
okay, well, I do not condone the kush. Okay.
Unless it's legal.
Please do not
Until
take that out of
until
my
we and it is legal. Yes, we don't condone.
You know what I
Do it
believe?
only if you acknowledge the risk.
Facts.
There you go. Factual.
You know what? Getting
Saturday
hammered.
for the
Getting
boys.
hammered. is fun.
Let's call this podcast Verified Weeb Inc. Does not condone the usage of marijuana
Actually,
in
we
any
do
sort
condone
of form.
it. We have stock, dude. We have stocks in fucking weed. What the fuck?
Alright.
Shut up.
We need to end this here. We need to
end it here.
We need to end this here.
That's
And then you gotta bleep that.
yeah. That's gonna be the end of this podcast for now. It's been a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed. We certainly enjoyed making it, and
do in a week.
sure, right. Anyway,
Starring Leafy is here.
yes. Anyway, there's gonna be plenty more to come. I hope you guys enjoyed.
If he's not in the next podcast.
You know,
shoot me.
let me do my and what is it called? My thing.
Hey, all in favor of leading a coup d'état?
Please no. Please no. Anyway, okay, we all good now? That's gonna be it for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. We certainly enjoyed making it, and there's definitely gonna be more to come. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, you know, press the ring, you know, the bell. There's a little bell. You can press that as well. A little bit of advice. It actually like increases your GPA, increases your IQ by like 1. so hit that bell button for all those people like Will who need it. Anyway, that's gonna be it. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace.